Hey there folks, want to give a shout out to a nifty little CubeSnap feature I added. For the 2x2 and the 4x4 you now have this rotatable dynamic cube to kind of help you get a sense of how the cube is being entered. So whenever you enter a color, you will see that reflected on a 3D cube, and hopefully that will help you. So there's a few things about this cube. You can either you can rotate it. If you want to get a sense of what side you're on, just go ahead and give it a double tap and that'll get you back to where you were. If you want it to go away, just give it a long press. You want to have it come back, give it another long press. And you can always check out the tips here if you forget, and it tells you how to use it. So again, whenever you enter it, it updates. That even applies to the camera here. So if I want to use a camera, there went ahead and updated. If you want to switch sides, it'll go ahead and give you the best position for that side. So you kind of see how it works. Hopefully that'll make it a lot easier for you to enter. This also applies to the 4x4. It works the exact same way. I think it's really going to help you. Hope you enjoy it, and back to your regularly scheduled program. Bye. Hey there folks, super excited to show you the newest feature in CubeSnap. That is the 4x4x4 solver. Specifically, I want to show you how to enter the cube and solve it using CubeSnap. So just like the 2x2, the 4x4x4 doesn't have a single center square. So I can't say, take a picture of the blue side, take a picture of the orange side. That just doesn't exist. So instead, we're going to use something else as reference, and that's going to be the blue, red, and white corner piece. Okay, so the blue is actually going to be our front. The white is going to be the down, and the red is going to be right. All right, and this is going to be left. This will be back. We're back to right, and this is front again. Then we have up and down. So when we enter, you can pay attention to this diagram, which I think is a little complicated, but it's needed if you're kind of not watching this tutorial. But really, if you can just remember, we're going to take a picture of the front, left, back, right. Okay, we've already taken a picture of the front. Then we're going to go up and down. You're going to be in good shape. All right, it's just you keep turning it this way. So again, we're in front, left, back, right, back to front. So then we can go up, and then we can go down. All right, so back to front here. So let's go ahead and enter this using the camera. All right, now this is probably going to be in the way, so you have the option to kind of make it smaller, and it gets out of your way. So we're going to take a picture of the front side, and pay attention to this little blue circle. That means that that's part of our reference piece and cannot be changed. And when you enter the cube, this color should overlap the same color on the cube. Looks like we're in good shape. All right, so I activated the camera mode. All right, let's see if the camera did okay. Looks like it did a pretty good job. Again, if you want to correct anything, you can go ahead and tap and keep tapping until it gets the right color. Now, I'm going to have pretty good performance because I've already kind of trained this camera, and I also have a lot of experience kind of lining it up. It might take you a little while to kind of get the coordination to do that, but I trust that you can, and probably much better than me if you just practice a little bit. Okay, so we've taken a picture of the front side, and now we're going to go left. Remember, we just turn it, and now we're on the left. All right. Looks good. All right, now we're going to go back. Line it up. Looks good. Now we're going to go to the right. And again, we see our reference cube here. This is the red side of the blue and the white cube. And we see this little circle here, which means that a red should be right under there when entering. Okay, and now we're going back to front. All right, so go ahead and turn it back to front before you go up or down. Let's go ahead and do down first. So down is underneath, and here, this white cube here is our reference cube, and that's the one that's located there. And so make sure that it's lined up. Good. All right. Now run down. So we're going to go back to front. And it may be that you don't want to use the camera. In this particular view, you don't get a good 3D sense of what you're doing. So what you can do is either press C cube, or if you have a 6 plus, then you can just 3D touch that and it gives you a view of the cube. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the upside. We're going to enter it in manually. So I tap that and you see the little black dot there that says we can start typing. So it's going to be blue, red, green, orange, orange, green, yellow, green, 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 white. See, this is kind of tedious, huh? Yellow, yellow, white, white. And with any luck, when I press this red piece, it's going to take us, it's going to try to start finding a solution for us, okay? So there we go. Now it's going to crunch for a little while, and it's going to give you some little fun facts here. So it is looking for a solution. And any time now, it should say that it's ready. Okay, it found a solution. Just a little pro tip for you. If you want to randomize the pattern it's going to, you can either go here and search for one. There are 24 4x4x4 patterns. Or you can just tap this and it'll give you a random one. Okay? For now, we'll just go ahead and do the no pattern. Okay? And when you're ready, you just go ahead and press start solving. Okay, so now it's time to solve. You've probably noticed that it's a lot more steps than maybe you're used to. Expect about 120 to 140 steps. It's actually not that bad considering the complexity of the cube, but I'm going to try to make it better with each release. So just to kind of give you a reference of what the solving is going to be like, what it's going to do is it's going to first create a blue square here. So all of these four will become blue. All of these four will become orange. All of these four will become green. All of these will become red. This will become white, and this will become yellow. So essentially what the solving does is it turns this into this, where we have a blue center, let's turn it this way, a blue center, orange, green is back, red is right, yellow is top, and white is bottom. It's going to try to turn into this. And then so once it does that, then it's going to try to match up these. So this will not be matched with a kind of, this will be green and white, and then this will also be green and white. And so once you have the centers and you've matched up all these edge pairs, then you've essentially turned it into a 3x3, and then it solves it really quickly. Okay, so that just kind of gives you a sense to what to look out for, and that maybe will make solving a little more fun because you'll know what it's doing. Okay, so when solving, we are going to use this as our reference point again, and we're going to start with the front. In other tutorials, I talk about all the kinds of ways you can turn the cube using auto turn and voice and so forth. Here, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm actually just going to kind of go through the first few steps and then cut out and then finish, because it'll just take too long in the video. But let's just go ahead and take a look at how this works. So let's go ahead and start. And the first things it asks us to do is to turn one of the center, the inner sides, or kind of something like that. So what we're going to do is find our blue side here, and then we're going to turn it the way of the arrow. All right, so we're only going to turn this one here, not this one. And so what I suggest is to kind of make it easier, because this is kind of an awkward turn at first, is to just turn this a little bit, turn them both, and turn this one back, and then just kind of push it forward. All right, so we've only turned this face here, and let's go ahead and make sure that we are still lined up with the cube below. Remember, once you do this turn, your cube should look like this, and it looks like we're good. All right, okay, this is a good one. This means turn both faces at the same time. So we're going to turn the way of the arrow just once. It doesn't say turn twice. And let's go ahead and make sure that we're still lined up. Looks like we're good. Okay, this is good. We're gonna turn both of these again, but we're gonna turn it twice. Let's see where we're at. Looks like we are still lined up. Let's do a few more. Okay, now we're gonna turn the front twice. Again, we still have the front with us. We're gonna turn front twice. Now, note that when you're solving, that blue, red, and white cube is actually not always going to be here, but just try to keep the cube facing the same direction, and you can always look here to make sure that you're holding it right. So just make sure that whatever face you're looking at looks like the face facing you on that cube. Okay, let's try one more. All right, let's turn this one twice. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Turn this one once. Okay, so just like I said, we've made a blue center. Let's go ahead and then what it's going to do is it's going to make the green center. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do a few moves so I can show you that. Okay, and now we have a green center, and then it's going to do the orange and the red and the yellow and the white, and then match up the edge pairs, and then it'll get it solved. So I'm just I'm going to cut out, and then I'm going to come back right when it's about to be solved. Okay. Okay, so I'm at the step where I've turned it into a 3x3 cube. If you can see, the blue's facing me, we have the orange left, green back, red right, yellow top, white bottom, and all of these edge pairs are matched. So now we just have a few more steps because we know the 3x3 goes really fast after my latest 3x3 algorithm update. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. And there you have it. You have a solved 4x4. Hopefully you have some luck with it. If you found this useful or you find the app useful, please rate. And that'll always make it easier for me to have updates in the future. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.